Hi, welcome. Now I am going to show you how to refresh a pivot table automatically whenever you open a workbook. Okay, so you created a pivot table and that need to be refreshed every time you open the workbook. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Okay, so why do you want to do that? Probably you have shared your workbook with some other person who is inputting or updating the source data. So whenever you open the workbook, you want that source data to be refreshed. Okay, for you not to leave any valuable information. Okay, so you can add a functionality to the pivot table to be refreshed whenever you open the workbook. Okay, or there is another scenario that you remove the cache memory from the pivot table, then cache or the underlying data from the pivot table, and you want to refresh when you open the workbook. Okay, otherwise the pivot table may not function. Okay, because you remove the underlying data. Okay, such scenarios you want to automatically refresh the pivot table. Okay, I will show you now how to create the pivot table and add the functionality to update or refresh every time you open it. Okay, so what I have here is about 277 records. Okay, this was data records of products and their respective sales. Okay, what I'm going to do, I am going to create a pivot table on that first. Insert pivot table. Okay, the table or data you want to use it, the source data is I already highlighted or selected the selection. Okay, now choose where you want the pivot table report to be placed. I want to place it in the new workbook. Okay, press OK. Now it has two parts. One is the building the report, okay, report part, and other one is the pivot table pan. Okay, you have in the pan field list. Okay, all the fields available in the source data is available here. So I want product to be on the rows and the category on the columns, and January sales on the calculation, the summation values. Okay, January sales. This is products, and this one is the category. Okay, well, now what is my objective here is that I don't want to do it manually, the refresh. When I open the workbook, it has to be updated or refreshed automatically. Okay, so what I will do is that I will go to SD, the source data, probably for BAG, right? This one, this customer, I'll change to BAG. Okay, the customer, I've added some data, replace. Okay, now I'm going to do BAG. Okay, bags, probably BAG, I change it to bags. Okay, now replace all 8 replacements. So all BAG customer has been changed to their name BAGS. Okay, so there is no more BAG. Okay, when you go here in the pivot table, you can see here I had the customer as a row filter, but here BAG is there, so it's not at all updated because it is using the previous copy of the source data. Now what I am going to do is that I want to refresh to see the change, but I'm not refreshing it now. What I'm going to do is I just close it, okay, and open the Excel workbook again. Let's see the changes there. BAAG is there, no more there is no BAGS, okay, that means the change is not there, the previous data is there, okay. So what I'm going to do, I will show you how to automatically update pivot table. You need to go here, right click, pivot table options, data. You have a refresh data when opening the file, okay. So whenever you open the file, refresh data when opening the file, you click this one. So now save it, close it, okay. Now I haven't refreshed the pivot table at all, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I will open the file again, okay. Now you see whether BAAG is no more, okay. Instead the BAGS is there, okay. That means it is refreshed when the file is opened, okay. So you can use this functionality, right click, select, just select somewhere in the pivot table, and pivot table options, data. You can see refresh data when opening the file, okay. This option you can use it to refresh when you opening the file, okay. Refresh data when you are opening the file, okay. Hope this video is helpful to you to refresh data when you open the workbook file, okay. And please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. The subscription Alan Sam button is shown already on the video screen, and you can press it and subscribe it. And also please leave your comments and suggestions so that it will be very useful for me to improvise my videos, okay. And God bless you.